Hey guys, welcome back to the Way of Truth Tarot. My name is Mandy, and today is going to be another Delphi deep dive, and we are looking into Tony Kline. Yes, Kegan's father. We're going to be looking into the personality of him, and to do this, I'll be, where is it though? I'll be using the Angelarium Oracle of Emanations deck. This one right here. Also be using Whispers of the Unsolved, Tarot, and tokens. Okay. Everything said in this video is alleged, in my opinion, based on the energy and the card meanings, not facts. Okay. Give me something that represents Tony Kline's dominant personality archetype. Give me a card that represents Tony Kline's dominant personality archetype. Angel of Flame. Oh. I know, sorry, the shine. There we go. You guys can see that. I feel like I should get one more. Is there another personality trait? Angel of Punishment. Okay, let's see what that's about. Angel of Flame and Angel of Punishment. Let's start with the Angel of Flame. Well, I'll actually start with Angel of Punishment because that's the first in the book. So, the hunter whose prey is falsehood. Oath breakers beware, Kushiel will seek you out, even as you stalk your own victims. Okay, punishment is upon you. Tony Kline is a stalker. Yeah. And we'll get into some of his transgressions, but one of them was stalking an 11-year-old girl whose mother he had beat up in public. So, yeah. No one who escapes the mark of Kushiel. There are consequences for breaking your word. The pieces sharpen and sink into your flesh, embedding themselves within your heart. As long as the offense stands, you will always be held in the sights of the hunter. Seeking absolution is noble, however tedious. Begin that journey with haste, lest Kushiel find you first. This is reminding me of his behavior when when he doesn't get his own way, he doesn't forget. Yeah. Okay, let's get Angel of Flame. Okay. Wild and unwieldy. Restraint is unthinkable. Uriel cannot be bound. The flames peel back the dark like silken fabric. The heat licks the edge of your awareness as you turn to meet it and are consumed. The rhythms of heat and passion and flesh fill your mind. It comes over you like a wave, pressing your consciousness into your body. You can no longer think, you can only feel. Sensations tremble through your being. This is speaking to his urges. And how also when anger gets a hold of him, it's like flames. It consumes him and he cannot get past it. So this speaks to him being the punishment, speaks to the part of his personality that when he gets, when somebody says no to him, especially a woman saying no to him, a woman disregarding his advances, he wants to punish them for that. Because in his mind, no, but how dare they? How dare they do that? And then this speaks to his anger. Okay. So, I did my research on Tony Kline. And that's what I've got here. I did lots of research. 4 or 5 pages of it. Maybe even more. 6 pages of it. So, and then I wrote down some questions. So, the first thing I uncovered, Tony and Kegan allegedly had sex at the same time with Tony's stepdaughter. This was found out by an audio recording made by the stepdaughter that was found at the Kline residence by authorities. And according to the probable cause affidavit, Kegan said, I'm effed, I'm fucked, and, and he should have left. Kegan advised that he packed another bag and took it to Las Vegas. Kegan returned from Las Vegas on February 25th, 2017. He went there with his father, and stated, so they had gotten back together from the trip. And then Kegan returned with his father on the 25th of February 2017. He stated he was going to leave when his dad was asleep. And he said this to the cops. So my question is, why would he say this to the cops? And why does he have to wait until his dad falls asleep? I'm wondering if he was afraid of his father. And from what sounds, like from hearing of what Tony Kline sounds like as a person, it sounds like maybe he has a reason to be afraid of him, but let's just check it out. Why would he say that to the cops? Why would he even say that to the cops? I don't get that. That was a really terrible shuffle. Okay. That was a terrible shuffle. Why would he say that to the cops? Kegan say that to the cops? Oh my gosh. So the 7 of Wands is like being trapped in like a conflict, but it's in reverse. So he felt he didn't feel intimidated by them. He didn't feel like they were trapping him. The Magician is about having all of the skills, all of the resources to be the master of your existence. So that's what he felt like at that moment, and that makes sense with this card being in reverse. So he felt confident enough that he wasn't going to get in trouble, that he could say something like that so he could start his new beginning. That's what the Death card is representing. A new beginning. The ending of an old cycle and the beginning of a new one. So clearly he did not feel intimidated by them or anything like that. Why? What gave him that confidence? What gave him the confidence to be able to say that to the cops, especially right after murders happened? Like, why did he feel so confident? Why did he feel so confident? Why did he feel so confident when monsters fight? So, the Nine of Wands is about perseverance. So, persevering through his nerves. Because the Nine of Wands is a little bit of anxiety too, right? Like, it's perseverance for survival. It's not just like, it's got a lower vibration. It's not like determination. Determination is more positive. Perseverance is like, I'm forcing myself. I'm forcing myself to get through something. Now the Collector, that's what it says on this card. The Four of Pentacles is like, yeah, the energy of collecting things, hoarding things, saving things, but with attachment on top of that. So what this was is, I think it wasn't so much confidence as it was he felt like it was like out of survival. And I think that maybe he got, yeah, because he wanted out of this conflicting situation. So I think he got a little bit of verbal diarrhea. You know, when some people feel really stressed out, they kind of like, they start talking really fast, and sometimes they say stuff that they didn't intend on wanting to say, or things that they add things when they shouldn't have really added anything, and you're kind of wondering, like, why did they put that in there? It doesn't make sense. It's because they were so nervous, they didn't know what to say, and they couldn't control what was coming out. Because it's weird. Like, why would he say that to the cops? Like, that would be enough to tip the cops off. And it did, because they put it in the probable cause affidavit. So, weird. That's at least how I'm seeing this. Next question. Why did he have to wait till his dad fell asleep? I think the last card that we got when monsters fight, the 5, I think that might have something to do with why he had to wait till his dad fell asleep. Okay. Why did Kegan have to wait till his dad fell asleep? Why did Kegan have to wait till his dad fell asleep? Because it would shed light if his dad was awake while he left. It would shed light on something he did, as in Kegan did. Because the 7 of Pentacles is like tending to a garden. Like, look at this, these are my babies. This is what I am tending to and whatever. So it would shed light on something Kegan did if he left, which would point to his guilt, is what I'm saying. Anything else? Anything else I'm missing or needs to be said to this? Yeah, he was in a dilemma. And that's what it said here. I'm fucked. I should have left. So him not leaving was a potential risk. And then the Hierophant, this is referring to formal doctrines. So the cops, power structures. Okay. Was Kegan afraid of his father? Was Kegan afraid of his father? Was Kegan afraid of his father? Four of Wands, High Priestess. Magician. Is there another card that flipped over I didn't see? Because I thought I saw. I guess not. Okay. So they live together. The Four of Wands is representing the home, and the two people on the card are representing Kegan and his father. So they are close in some capacity. I actually think they're a lot closer than people think they are. The High Priestess is representing their connection to each other. The High Priestess is about sixth sense, intuition. And I feel like they're very bonded. It's almost like Kegan can't lie to his father. His father will be able to tell right away if he's lying to him or not. Yeah, the Magician. I feel that Kegan's father, so you see this guy, he's got all the elements in his hands. Well, I feel like Kegan's father has Kegan in his hands. Like, he can control him. He can manipulate him all day long. Because I feel like they're buddies. You know, Kegan's father has taught Kegan a lot about how the world works. Maybe not right ways, but he taught him everything he knew. That's the dangerous part. All right, let's get some whispers and see. Okay, give me some whispers. Because we were getting parental figure card a lot. Uh-oh. There's that secluded area card. Yeah, okay. I'm going to get to this. And that's actually the next friggin' question. Is referring to social media post. Cover up in a secluded area. That's not looking good. Okay, next question. So on August 11th, Tony Kline posted on Facebook that his son, Kegan Kline, it says, my son is coming home for a week tomorrow. He hasn't been home in 2 years. Can't wait to see him. That is a lie. That is a lie. Because, yeah, it's a lie. That wasn't true. It's almost like he wants people to believe that his son was out of the area when the murders occurred. Let's just see the energy of this post, because I feel like it's deception. It was something that he wrote to make it look like that. No, these don't count. Okay. What truth can we learn from this lie? What truth can we learn from this lie? So he's pointing to the past. He's saying He hasn't been here in 2 years. The Six of Cups is like nostalgia. It's referencing the past. And that's what he's trying to do with that. He's trying to cover up the fact that he was in the area at the time of the murders. This is representing the murder area. The Hangman is a different perspective. We dare you to look at the world from his point of view. So from his point of view, Kegan wasn't here. Not for 2 years. And he's trying to start. This is representing the beginning of a narrative that he's trying to perpetuate. Describe the energy surrounding that post. What does he want us to believe? What does he want us to believe by that post? Yeah. That Kegan wasn't home. He wants to shed light and manifest that he was alone. This is isolation, abandonment, restriction. He wanted that he was alone and that he is just reunited with his son. It says reunited and reconciled, the monster comes home. And that's what these cards are saying too. What whispers can you tell us about this Facebook post? Any more? A routine habit typical, making excuses for his son. Snake backstabber. Health issues. DNA. DNA. I don't understand this. Routine health issues, DNA, backstabber, and success. I don't know what to make of that. Not in the context of what we're talking about. Okay, well, I'm not disregarding them, but I am going to put them up here because I'm just not sure. And I'm going to wait and see if anything comes up that I can put these to. So we'll just leave those for there for now. Okay. Next question. Why does he want us to believe that he has not seen his son since before the Delphi unalivings? Why does he want us to believe that he had not seen his son since before the Delphi unalivings? My God, I can't shuffle tonight. Weird. Ten of Swords in reverse. Because he doesn't want us to believe that he had anything to do with them. I mean, obviously we knew that. It was a pretty obvious answer to the question, but this is just another example of the intelligence behind the energy of this. Because look, why does he want us to believe that he has not seen his son since before the Delphi murders? Because he doesn't want us to believe he had anything to do with the murders. Ten of Swords in reverse. Pretty straightforward. Okay. Tony Kline's rap sheet. Let's take a look at this baby. So, March 2008, 2 counts of felony theft. Accused, this is kind of funny. I kind of wondered if he was stealing this for Kegan. Okay, so March 2008, 2 counts of felony theft. Accused of stealing money and food from 2 different pizza joints. Pizza Hut and Harvey Hinklemeyer's. This happened, the Harvey Hinklemeyer's happened on, no, sorry, the Pizza Hut was multiple occasions. So he did it a couple times to Pizza Hut. And this was all around the same time. Between July and September of 07, he was stealing from pizza joints. Tony reached a plea deal with prosecutors and they dropped the felony charges, and in return, Kline pled guilty to 1 count of theft as a misdemeanor, and he also agreed to make restitution payments to Harvey Hinklemeyer's in the amount of $50.75, Pizza Hut to the amount of $628.30, and 1 year in jail, which was suspended and placed on non-reporting probation. Wow. Lucky him, non-reporting probation. Okay, now this is what I was talking about earlier in regards to the 11-year-old girl in stalking. On June 2nd, this is how it started, okay? So on June 2nd, 2005, Tony Kline committed battery on a woman. Let's call her Amy. Quote, he touched her in rude, insolent / angry manner, to it hitting, resulting in bodily injury, to it redness and swelling and abrasions, and a bump to the forehead. I was actually quoting the thing, so it sounds weird because it's kind of in legal jargon. Unquote. Tony committed this offense in front of 6 witnesses, including Amy's 11-year-old daughter. He was released on bail shortly after the assault. The court forbade Tony to make contact with the victim and forbade him from possessing firearms, ammo, or any other weapons. But the order did not say anything about the 11-year-old daughter. So, in July, so a few months later, so a little more than a month after the assault, Amy filed a petition to safeguard her 11-year-old daughter from Tony, because Amy indicated that her daughter needed protection from him because he was stalking the child. According to Amy's petition, Mr. Kline and another man saw my daughter on her bike, followed her, stopped, and watched her. They were in his truck. According According to Amy, this incident placed her child in fear of physical harm. And the child was afraid of what he might say or do because she saw what he did to her mother. So we're talking about a man who has no problem intimidating an 11-year-old girl because he beat the crap out of her mother and he got in trouble for it. This is not a good guy. What do they call it? The sins of the father? I think he passed on some of these great traits to his son. All right. So he's capable of stalking and intimidating people. And then there's more about him calling ex-girlfriends and making disgusting sexual noises over the phone at them. Yeah, this guy's disgusting. Let's see if he has any involvement. Does Tony Kline have any involvement with the Delphi incident? Does he have any involvement at all? Tower in reverse. That would be a no. The tower upright would be the tower moment that happened to the girls, okay? But it was in reverse. Does he know anything about the incident at all? Does he have information that could be useful to help find these murderers? Does he know information that could help make a break in the case? Eight of Cups is moving on from something, moving away from something, like not wanting to deal with it. Yeah, there's another. The Six of Swords is moving on to calmer waters. So he wanted to get away from it. I believe he does have knowledge, but he wants to transition away from that knowledge. Like, out of sight, out of mind. Like, nope, not going there. That's what I'm getting with that. Nope, don't want to go there. None of my business. Nope, la 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 la. Like, la 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 kind of thing. Is he a sexual predator like his son? Well, I mean, yeah, but actually, scratch that. Is there any truth to him and the stepdaughter and Kegan? Is there any truth to him and Kegan tag teaming the stepdaughter. Yeah. And it wasn't because he had to. Like, it wasn't coerced. It wasn't forced. It's not like he had a gun to his head kind of thing. Nine of Wands in reverse is not needing to stand your ground, not needing to doing something because you want to, not because you have to. And the Eight of Pentacles is like honing your craft. As in, because you see, look at all these heads. So it's like, this is Tony's collection in his mind of the women that he has had. And the Apprentice, it says, the Apprentice, this is referring to him doing it with his son. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Especially when you take a look at them. Like, ugh. Next questions. Did Kegan and Tony commit any sexual crimes together or encourage one another to find victims? Did Kegan and Tony commit... Oh, why can't I shuffle today? Did Kegan or Tony commit any... Oh. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm just not being able to shuffle right. Did Kegan and Tony commit any sexual crimes together or encourage one another to find victims? Did Tony... Okay, what's this? Yeah. The Three of Wands is going out to find victims. It's leaving your house on a journey to see what you can discover. And then the Six of Wands is like getting recognition for that. Yeah. Getting recognition for that. Let's see if what the whispers want to show. Out in the open. So, out in the open is referring to, like, things that people know. So yeah, people saw that they did this all the time. The thief card is like not being truthful to these people. So I don't know, maybe like giving them a different excuse as to why they're meeting up. I don't know, but like stealing their innocence is what I'm getting with this. And solved, this is something that everybody knew. Like, this wasn't anything that, it's almost like, yeah, no, that's a father and son kind of team. And it's like we all kind of, it's like the community knew, but like they never really just said anything. It was just kind of like a dirty little secret. Okay, let's figure out these. It's bothering me. So the main ones I'm kind of confused about. The health issues, this one, and the DNA. Who has health issues? The Empress. So a female has health issues. Okay. Who is this female? The Four of Wands. This is... Oh, is it pointing to the stepdaughter? Oh, I fucking get it now. Oh my God. So the abuse between the stepdaughter was routine and habitual. It was something that regularly went on. It happened in the house. Almost like her recording what she said was like backstabbing him. That's how he felt. She backstabbed him. And the health issues have to do with her as well. The Success card is just saying that, you know, that's how he felt. He felt like she was backstabbing. It's just confirming, you know, what this is trying to say. The DNA card, though, what is that referring to? What is the DNA trying to say? What's the DNA card trying to say? Two of Cups. Two of Cups is about choices, about partnership. DNA and partnership, that makes me think of pregnancy. And the Empress is about that type of energy too. Fertility, abundance, like life cycles, growth, pregnancy. So I don't know if she got pregnant by one of them. Okay. Allegedly my opinion. All of this is allegedly my opinion. Okay. Next question. Did Tony teach Kegan how to stalk and intimidate women or girls? Did Tony teach Kegan how to stalk and intimidate girls? Yeah, it was secret. Like, that was a thing that they did. People weren't sure if there was conspiracy theory. So it's like, people weren't sure. They kind of thought, like, maybe they could be doing that. But it's so dark and twisted that they didn't want to believe it. And it would happen outside the home. Motel, hotel. And the keys exchanging hands. So like, here, son, I'm passing you down the family traits kind of thing. Let's get tarot. Did Tony teach Kegan how to stalk and intimidate girls? Yeah, there's the Emperor. Ultimate authority rests with him. That's a yes. Was Tony part of the same child ring thing as Kegan and Ron Logan were a part of? Yep. He was. The devil. I don't need to get any more. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Him and Logan were totally. Yep. Actually, let's see if Ron Logan and Tony knew each other. Did Ron Logan and Tony Kline know each other? Yep. Yep. Start of emotional connection. Did Ron Logan and Tony know each other? Yes, they were social. Optical illusion. Yeah, but what was on the outside, how they presented it, was an illusion. So maybe on the outside they didn't act like they knew each other. But they did. They had social connections. All right, guys. That is it for this reading. I will be back at you again tomorrow with another one. Tomorrow, we're going to be looking at Paul Etter. All right. Thank you so much for being with me. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It helps my videos get to the correct people. And like if you liked the video, and comment if you want to comment. I would love to hear from you guys. I always do. So have a great evening, and I will see you tomorrow.